Hello, and we are back with another 25 Facts video. This time we thought we'd take a bit of a detour from Generation 1 and have a look at Transformers Armada. No, not the whole brand, that deserves a video all on its own. No, this time we thought we would start off with one of the most popular Transformers Armada characters, certainly one of the most prevalent, that being Red. No, look, do not start that, alright? I can tell this video is already going to be something I'm going to regret. Let's just get on with the list. A one everybody should know to start off with, Red Alert appeared in both Transformers Armada and Cybertron cartoons, but was weirdly absent from Transformers Energon, which, to be fair, was probably one of the best things he's ever done. He did, however, appear in the Transformers Energon comic book by Dreamwave, which got cancelled. According to Aaron Archer, the original head design was based on RoboCop, which subsequently influenced the character's personality. When he did return in Cybertron, he'd exchanged his monotone RoboCop-style voice to a much more refined British accent, with no explanation, even though he was voiced by the same actor, Brian Dobson, on both occasions. Weird.
I think that should do it, sir.
Good work, Red Alert.
We're ready to roll. Come on, Hotshot, let's do this.
What do you mean, Red Alert?
Yeah, what's the deal?
The only way we'll ever find a solution to this problem is to consider every possibility.
Speaking of Brian Dobson, he's from a famous Transformers voice acting family. His brother Paul and Michael have played numerous characters throughout the franchise, spanning from everything from Beast Machines right up to Cybertron. Now, Red Alert came packaged with a Minicon long arm. Unfortunately, it seems nobody cared about long arm because by the time Cybertron rolled around, came accompanied with a new friend, Dirt Boss. That said, in Energon, Longarm was packaged with Prowl. So, who dumped who? Notorious among fans, Notorious among fans, the original Red Alert toy came with an infuriating sound effect which proclaimed his name before wooing, and not in the cool Ric Flair kind of way.
Now it's Ric Flair, and y'all pay homage to the man! Woo!
Did you know the original Red Alert toy resulted in Hasbro being sued? It's true. The International Committee of the Red Cross took exception to the usage of their symbol on the Armada toy and filed a trademark infringement, leading to the symbol being dropped from future toys. So, if you're ever wondering why your MP Ratchet doesn't have the red cross with the white background, well, it's Red Alert's fault. And speaking of Ratchet, did you know that is actually Red Alert's name in Japan? In Russia, however, his name is Panika, which translates to alarmist, which seems like a better designation for his Generation 1 namesake. In episode 43 of Transformers Armada, entitled Puppet, Red Alert is fatally wounded when he is attacked by Megatron and the Requiem Blaster, who in turn is trying to destroy Nemesis Prime. Now that might have been the end of Red Alert's story right there, but luckily he was rescued by the Minicons, who gave him a swanky new paint job, because you've got to sell those repaints. Red Alert's initial Cybertron toy came with a unique accessory, storage built into his shins. In the PS2 Transformers Armada game, Red Alert was voiced by Darren Norris. Yeah, that Darren Norris, the guy who would go on to voice Transformers Prime Knockout. His Japanese Armada serial number is MC02. Red Alert was once considered as a presenter for TFNation's traditional safety video, but the role ultimately went to Chase. Who'd like to see Red Alert have his moment?
TFNation will return after these messages.
New Transformers Armada with power-linking Minicon warriors. Unlock new weapons, new attacks in the fight between good and evil.
Batteries not included.
New Transformers Armada.
Sold separately, actual change time will vary.
This is Grace. She sells merch. And so she's happy all the time. But because there is no live show, she has no one to sell it to.
Well, you could buy a t-shirt.
I am the disembodied voice. I can't buy your...
Or a mug.
I said I have no need for such things.
Or a bear.
Fine, I'll buy the merch. But I don't want a bear. No, bears are for girls. I don't want the... No. Fine, I'll buy the bear. And now the narrator is wearing TFN merch. Don't ask me how. Again, disembodied.
Now return to TF Nation.
Red Alert was one of the original characters in the Armada Built to Rule line, and yes, I've just remembered that Built to Rule exists, so moving on. His deluxe Cybertron mold was based on a Dodge Magnum. That's an ice cream. That's Tom Selleck. A Dodge Magnum, the car, that one, yes. While Red Alert has yet to see a real revival past the Unicron Trilogy, his name and appearance was homaged as part of Transformers Animated for their Red Alert, who, incidentally, also hung around with Hotshot. Well, spent most of her time trying to fix him up. But what else is new? One for all of you fast food lovers out there, Red Alert has both a toy from McDonald's and Burger King. However, the last time Red Alert would see a figure of any kind produced would be back in 2006. His Armada mold is based on the Nissan Patrol SUV. But here's the cool part about this fact. The Patrol has been in production in one form or another since the early 1950s, and when it first came to the US and Canada, it was sold through a partnership with Datsun's dealership. That's right, those Datsuns. Now, the Datsun Patrol stopped being produced in the 1980s, and by 1984 the partnership between the two companies had ended, but it's nice to think that at one point perhaps Red Alert could have been a Datsun. Before settling on the name Red Alert, a placeholder name in early production was Rescue Extreme. In Transformers Armada, his maximum speed in vehicle mode was 155 miles per hour. In Japan, his voice was played by Ikuya Sawaki, perhaps better known as Fortress Maximus in the Generation 1 Takara series Headmasters. So remember earlier when we talked about Longarm being packaged with Prowl during the Energon line, and that Red Alert wasn't actually part of the line? Well, strap in, because this gets a little weird. So, I think when most people think about Energon Prowl, you think of this guy. You know, the guy we showed earlier. But the Prowl who was released with Longarm in Energon is this guy. Now, he was an extremely limited release as an exclusive to Sam's Club Wholesale Shopping Club. Yeah, try saying that 3 times fast. So, as you can see, they just repainted Red Alert and slapped on the same name, Prowl, even though there was already a Prowl in Energon. However, I'm sure they at least removed the electrics to avoid that horrendous...
David? David, according to my notes, in Japan, Energon Prowl is called Red Alert.
Oh, yes, because I'm so confused. Look, let's just wind this up, alright? I don't know, like, what are we on, 24 now? We... 25 fact. I don't know. According to the PS2 game, he weighs 3,838 pounds, and his robot's 9 feet 8 inches tall. Look, that'll do it. Look, there's 2 facts. 26 for you. I'm out of here. I'm so confused. I knew the Unicron Trilogy was going to be a nightmare, but hopefully it's going to be less confusing in the future. Hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you all for sticking around and supporting us, especially today's Voyager tier patron, Starsaber34. We hope you all have a great holiday. Take care. In the meantime, we'll be dropping some videos from the Big Broadcast 2020 to see out the rest of 2020. Well, that's a lot of 2020s. And we will see you all back for brand new content in the new year. Take care, everybody. Bye.